Do I scare you?
No.
Do you want me to?
What do you say we play some D&D?
I don't know. Kind of feeling Dan Fogler.
You're feeling kind of podcasty tonight?
Yeah.
Happens every time.
Happens 60% of the time. Works every time. All right. What do you guys say we play some D&D?
Yeah. I
feel
got my
like
ice
pro.
out.
I am pro playing D&D.
So, yeah, I feel like I should get you guys all back on track because you're all out in fucking middle of nowhere tonight. You gotta rein you in. It's like herding cats.
Like a child who wanders in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah. Speaking of that, my best line is when somebody interrupts you. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the start of your sentence? And they're like, oh, my bad. No, so let's get started. So we got some exciting things happening on the announcement section. So if you type in !giveaway, we'll say it throughout the chat just as long as we get people going. We have a giveaway happening, which... No, that was from...
Ooh.
So it's the Stranger Things Dungeons & Dragons box set. So if you guys have seen it, haven't seen it, it's pretty cool. So it's a one-shot with the Stranger Things cast, and it's got two minis in there. It's got some dice. It's a pretty good little set. It's got everything you need. So the funny thing, the most of the bad reviews is, see how giant this box is? It's like this much worth of stuff. It's like when you open a bag of Lay's chips. You get like 6 chips.
I mean, again, kind of for the collector's market, it looks like the original red box.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, I'm cool.
Sits nice on
We're
the
not
shelf.
we're not gonna rehash that. It's got its merit. It's got its place in the world. Whether we think it's a cash grab or not, it is what it is.
Well, whatever it is, somebody can win it.
Somebody could win it. So #giveaway. It's also pinned to our Twitter if you're listening in the. I'm sorry, it's not #giveaway. It's !giveaway. And I'm gonna sniffle a lot tonight, guys. I'm sorry, allergies are kicking my butt. But it's also pinned to our Twitter. So DadBodDnd Twitter. It's the very top post. So if you're listening in podcast land, the giveaway ends in 10 days from today, which I believe is the 27th. Again, so with that, you can follow us anywhere you want at DadBodDnd. Just Google it. It's an end, not an ampersand. But we do sometimes come up with the ampersand.
60% of the time, we come up every time.
60% of the time, it comes every time.
That's gross. Slick and professional.
Devin quit. He just quit. I'm sorry, everybody.
I mean...
I would too. If I were Devin, I would quit too. Slick and professional, and this guy's making jokes. No, just kidding. So yeah, we are DadBodDnd. We play Waterdeep every Friday night, which at 8:30 on Twitch. If you are here in the chat with us, thank you. If you are listening in podcast land, we'd love to see you in the chat. Friday night, 8:30. If you are in podcast land and want to chat with us a little bit more, go to twitch.tv/DadBodDnd. There's a post, or there's a link to our Discord where we chat pretty much every day, just talk about movies, talk about... I think the topic of the new Batman is in our Discord at the moment, which has been named Robert Pattinson. Should be interesting.
I'm excited for it.
I think I am too.
Talk about it in Discord, but I'm excited for it.
I mean, as long as there's glitter, I'm good. So with that said, we are on Twitter, DadBodDnd. We talked about that. We are sponsored by Skull Splitter. If you have need for some dice, we have a link for you, and you use the promo code DadBod. It'll get you 10% off. Anybody have anything else?
No, let's do this.
Let's do this. So we'll jump right into the game. So you guys started the game off last Friday, with a fight. So they were a group of Zentarum thugs, bandits, whatever you might call them, doers of dirty work. And they were given a name, and that name was found out after they were murderized in your house. And you took care of them pretty easily. Later that day, you may have found a floating zombie, or they reincarnated in some way, but come to find out it was a ghost that was inhabiting your house by the name of lift. And you guys were able to convince it to be nice and stop throwing plates and stuff at you. And then you decided to do some shopping, do some maybe grocery shopping. And you found a woodworker by the name of Tally at the Bent Nail. And you also found a pair of genasi at the Steam and Steel. The pair of genasi did ask you for some help. They did ask you to see if you can convince Tally over at the Bent Nail to do business with them. And that's where we left off. You guys were exiting said shop as this happened.
Which one was Steam and Steel again?
T3 with
And
Embrick and Avi. And
T4.
2 was Bent Nail.
Okay, so right next to each other.
That is correct.
Yeah, correct. Well, I don't know if we want to take care of this Tally situation right now, or we want to go back home, or go see if the bookstore is open right now that we've done some shopping.
I mean, if you want me to be convincing, I can go over there and be convincing with them. I think we could probably put the check mark next to this pretty quickly.
I forgot what we were shopping for.
Well, I think we're kind of done shopping, but we can go convince Tally to lighten up a little bit.
We were looking for the
generosity.
grocery. I don't remember if we ever even found it.
No.
Dumbledon, I think that we should go put a check mark. I don't know where that was going. Came
I think that we should get a little check mark there.
Yes.
That's a big check mark there, don't you know?
We can go put a cap in his ass.
It's
It
binge
is
watch
funny.
Fargo.
It is funny how it takes you a few sentences to kind of get into it, but
I don't even remember what I was going to say. Moving on.
You could put a quick check mark.
I am fine
So,
going over there now. The day is young still, and we can go maybe get this taken care of, and these two gentlemen will provide us with the tankards to furnish our new establishment. We could get that done. I'm okay with that.
oh, okay. Now this is Devin. This isn't Tim thinks he's stupid. The dude is making us table and chairs.
He is, and
Do we want to go over there and be like dick dealing?
well, I am thinking that maybe we use that as collateral, like before we knew anything about you, we did your business, and we are having you make chairs, and if maybe we could take that business back if you don't like it, or we wait until
we paid
we
him.
did, and I will eat that gold, or
Dumbledon,
we
you can
wait.
get the money back out of him.
Maybe we just wait until our tables are done, so we confirm that we get the goods that we paid for, and then, twist his arm a little bit. I don't. Either way, though, it was only like 2 gold. I'm not worried about losing.
What
2
would
gold.
Jerry Seinfeld do? Would he wait till after he got his chair and table to say
Oh
something?
yeah, he would. I would. Go either way. I don't. Let's go over there. I'm going to walk in. I am just going to cross the street and.
I mean, Jax is a handy guy. He could make us some table and chairs, maybe.
Yes. we might figure it out. We'll figure this out one way or another, but I don't like. I want this neighborhood to be happy. There's already too much hatred out in the streets with the gangs fighting everywhere. We don't need stuff like this. If we can maybe fix it a little bit, I'm okay with that.
It would be optimal if the neighborhood community could work together.
Jackson, now you are thinking. Yes, let's go over there. We might as well. So I'll head back into the bed now.
I'll follow behind.
Okay. Yeah, and you see him back behind the counter, still carving that wand cane that he was before.
Hey Tally, we are back so soon.
Welcome back.
Yeah, how is
Do you guys need some more tables?
Well, we were kind of thinking about some things. You know, we kind of talked to some other people around town. You know, there was something that came up that we may want to talk to you about.
Oh, yeah, sure. What can I help you with?
Well, you know the business across the street, the Steam and Steel.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, you have to have heard of it. It's right across the street. It's not like it's out of eyesight. It is right there.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it, of course.
Good. Well, they said that they would like to do business with you, and it's not going too well.
You know, I don't know.
I
don't know.
I know anything. You kind of trailed off there.
Yeah,
Tyler.
I don't know if I can.
Well, this I like to think of these buildings and businesses that are so close to each other. We're kind of like a family that we should be, you know, maybe helping each other out, not putting each other down. Like save that for the North Ward or the Castle Ward or even the Dock Ward. They don't give a shit about each other, but I'd like to maybe turn that around and, you know, make it so that we all care for each other, and even if it's just to the sense of you're not making them go across town to buy, you know, wooden shafts for their bows and for their arrows.
And he puts the cane that he's working on onto the counter, and he takes that heavy sigh. You know, I'm pretty sure we've all gotten off onto the wrong foot. I want to say they think I don't like them because of them being together. Well, I mean, in a way, it is. It is because they're together.
Well,
but it's so hard.
you run a business, yes, and this business puts food on your table and helps keep do you have a wife or a husband, or you have children?
Well, that's why it's so hard for me, because, you know, I did have a wife. She unfortunately passed away, and it's hard to see another happy couple.
Well,
And it hurts me, and it brings back all those sad memories that I have.
So it's not because they are two gentlemen,
Oh.
because that's what we maybe that's the way it feels to them, and you know, I think that's why we are here at your feet right now. Is
Not at all.
Because, like I
don't
said,
care.
we want.
I mean, you know, I heard stories about people out in the woods loving all them critters and stuff. That's fine. I don't care.
I mean,
you do whatever
it
you want
matters.
to.
But so, you know, maybe Tally, you and I have more in common than you think. I too was married once, and she is no longer with me around. And yes, it does sting, and I get that. But you know what? I try to glean a little bit of happiness out of them. It makes seeing other people happy. I know that, you know, not all is lost when you think about that kind of stuff. So I think you're approaching this with the wrong mindset, with the wrong framing. Because
what do you mean?
you are on.
Even if I do business with them, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get my wife back.
Yeah, that is true. There is not much that you can do to get that back, and that is this sad state of affairs that we live in. But wouldn't you like to put more good out into the world than bad?
I mean, I'm kind of, to be honest, I'm kind of winding down, and I don't know if I could keep up with their business.
Well, then maybe you hire somebody on. Maybe you get some more help.
All right.
I mean, there are things to do, not just turn your back. I said,
give me a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion.
Trust me. You make your own happiness in this life.
21. 16 plus 5.
We don't need my help.
Hot tonight, baby.
Bad juju coming your way.
No, just kidding. Yeah, I rolled a 6. So, I mean, he's got a plus 12 charisma modifier. So you barely. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say he seems like very, very charismatic.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Well, I mean, maybe I can go talk to him.
Well, and if you don't feel comfortable talking directly to them, we can kind of be the liaison. We can be the middleman and make sure things are all copacetic between the two of you. I see a business that is in need. Everybody scratches everybody's back, everybody's happy, and even if you are winding down, you make a little nest egg before you go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I've been trying to put this help wanted sign out there for a while. Maybe it's time to finally do it.
Well, we will pass around the word that you are looking for, some people to come in and help you.
All right.
I like this turnaround, Tally. I think this is good. And I'll tell you what. If you need somebody to talk to about, your the unhappiness, that kind of stuff, where we live, and you can come talk to me. Because honestly, it might be nice to talk to somebody else.
Maybe.
All right. So we can.
What?
In Embrick, that things will start to turn around.
Yeah, you're right. So, all right. If you guys can help out, I'd be much appreciated.
We will help. Like I said, this block needs to become. We need to have each other's backs.
Yeah, I got you. Well, let's do it.
Okay.
Sorry,
Alexis, stop.
I'm not sure about that.
Oh,
I'm not sure about this. Not sure about that either, Alexa.
She's the worst.
Okay. That is. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to those tables and chairs that you are putting together for us.
Sure thing. Okay. What else would you guys like to do?
Well, I think we need to go talk to Embrick and Ovi.
Check mark.
Fully put that check in this box.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just. Quick that.
Yeah.
Done.
Montage it.
They will deliver.
You're
tankards.
shaking hands. And,
Hugs, loves.
everybody does the
Yep.
paws in the air with their arm in the air. Wrap this one up.
All right.
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Nobody has to die.
You know
Sometimes,
what? That might be a fucking first for DadBodDnd.
Oh, my hand was on my dagger.
You don't want to see me with my hand where my hip be at.
Okay, I am. Where to now? Like, what do we need to do?
What else was on our list?
Oh shit.
Oh,
We were
shoot.
looking for the fucking grocery.
Okay, let's find. Yes, we need to stock up.
We need to find a regular supply of food and provisions. We've been living in this house for like a week off of like pizza, and I'm tired of it. Like, let's cook. Let's do some real food.
Yes, we have firewood now. We need to find the food to cook.
Where is Fantasy IKEA?
There is none.
Oh, damn.
You can go buy your Swedish fish there and cinnamon rolls.
Your meat bulbs.
Meatballs. Bulbs. Bulbs? Balls. I mean, what do you guys want to do? I mean, you can do a quick investigation check to see if you could ask around, find the grocery store, and we can montage grocery store.
I mean, is it important to the storyline?
For you guys to get groceries?
That's what I'm saying. Can this just be something that, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
hey, we found the grocery, cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think ideally, let's
Yeah, you
montage
guys.
that shit. And
You guys know well enough where one is living here, Templeton and Valerian. So you kind of head more towards the field ward, so up in that diagonal direction that way, and you find
Okay.
one that's kind of in between. So
yeah, let's. Yeah, we'll get like one of those Costco flat carts. We'll just kind of load it up. I'll, let me know. So what kind of stuff are we getting? We're getting like we need more flour. We need more dried provisions. Tons of eggs, some milk if we can find it. So I mean, you can let me know how much that shit costs.
Yeah. Stocks, like, let's get the basics. Get a little rice, get some veggies.
Cannolis.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Okay.
So I imagine we'll do that, and then let's go back to that bookstore. Because
What was
hopefully
it?
they'll be open by now.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't open yet.
Okay.
And then we met with the creepy guy, too, and he
Yeah.
deals in secrets.
Vincent,
Vincent. Yep.
and I quote, can provide service.
Any kind of service
Spy.
you want. Spying services. He's a modern day spy. Okay. I mean, really, the world is your oyster. Because the only quest you have is waiting for Mert.
Then we wait.
Should we go home and wait for him?
Well, Jackson has that alarm on the door,
Oh, yeah.
so I don't know if that'll trigger if somebody like knocks on it.
Of course it will.
Well, that answers my question. Then let's go to the bookworm and we can maybe look for this book on the dead or find Bolo. See if we can see when he might be there, because we need to talk to him.
We need to talk to him.
Okay.
So we will head to the bookworm.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not open yet. It is
Disaster.
well past when it should be open, but the doors haven't opened.
Jackson, how bad do you want to look at these books?
I mean, not bad enough to break into the place,
Okay.
if that's what you're implying.
Yes, that is all you have to say. Okay, we go back home. That is all you have to say. I mean, maybe we can talk to Liff again. We can show him the food that we are putting into his cellar, and tell him not to throw the flour around this time. Or we could always go see Vajra. Try that again. I mean, we did leave her a note, but that didn't work.
You also still got some dead bodies too.
I would feel better if we meet
Ooh.
Bert first.
We're really hoping that Mert is like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction. Like,
He's got it.
magically fix all this. What's his name? Mr.
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah. He's got this.
Well, we have to go home first anyways to drop off the groceries.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go
Very
there.
true.
See what happens.
So as you enter the home, it's your home.
Well, good. Liv, we are back. We have goodies. I'll ring the little bell. I
Okay.
cannot see you, but I assume you're not going to throw anything at me.
No, as you
Your
do,
friends now.
as you do walk in, you see this place has been like scrubbed top to
Oh.
bottom.
Yes!
Nothing's been
Yes.
fixed, so it does still have. It's still very like dilapidated.
Yeah.
But it's like when you polish a turd. It looks pretty nice.
Oh, Ghost
As it
Butler,
could
thank
be.
you.
Little sheen on the dirt.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dead bodies are down in the cellar. I imagine that's where we're putting most of the food. So we'll kind of just start stacking next to them, I guess.
Yeah, that always goes well. You know,
Yeah,
put food right next to rotting
Pretty sure that's how
flesh.
the plague began.
it's okay. This is
As
not
long
a
as there's
permanent
not
home.
mice down there.
I mean, this is fantasy world. I'm sure there's mice everywhere. Every fucking campaign starts with killing the mice in the basement of the inn.
That's very true.
That's true.
I mean, we gotta put the food down. Look, we'll make a dead body corner, right?
Yes.
And the dead bodies stay in that corner, and then opposite, we'll do like the food, and never shall the two meet.
Do we have like a blanket we can lay over the dead people?
We can find something. I guess cover them up. Maybe the old flour sacks that got tossed around. We'll throw up over them, and I think we should wait here. We give maybe Mert until 1 or 2 o'clock, and then if we don't see nothing, we go maybe walking around, and we can maybe find him or something.
Where is the closest sewer? Great. Or is there like manholes, or how does the sewer system work here?
There is one very, very close to you all. Oh,
How close?
hold on. Sneeze is wanting to come out. Oh god. It is actually right here.
By the bent nail?
Yep.
You know, I've been thinking ever since we went on our walk. I noticed that there is a sewer. Well, what do you call it? The little circle thing that's in the road. I mean, help me out. What do you call those?
Manhole or
Yeah.
Sewer covers.
Sewer cover, manhole. Yeah. So there's one of them over by the bent nail, and I was thinking we have 4 bodies we need to get rid of. I'm pretty sure I saw a body when we were down in the sewer earlier.
Weren't we?
What's 4 more bodies in the sewer?
Weren't we waiting to show the bodies to somebody?
well, Makani, what if we do like if Mert does not show up today? We take these guys by night and we go drop them down there. I'm fine with that.
Technically, Mart said we just needed names, and we've got 2 of those. So I don't think he necessarily wants to see flesh proof. We can also cut off their tattoos. I mean,
I am just worried about us hauling dead bodies through the streets and us getting caught.
it will be a risky proposition.
So
I was looking over the local laws, and those are heavy sentences. You all like your crime and your punishment here.
We cause a distraction somewhere like down the road. 2 of us cause a distraction,
I mean,
and 2 of
it's-
us carry the bodies. Templeton, you carry the bodies.
Templeton could probably carry all 3 of them.
Yeah, but somebody might need to be there to assist him in case there becomes some trouble.
That's true.
It's true.
Jackson, you want to do that? Assist Templeton.
I mean, yeah, I mean, no. I mean, clearly this is the kind of work that you might be interested in.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, this seems right up your alley. That's all I'm saying.
You're probably not wrong. Probably.
And it is in the back alley.
Then
I mean, have we seen any cops other than the time there was the unfortunate thing at the butcher? Have we seen any cops around here? City guard?
Have we seen them
Not-
roaming the streets?
not in great abundance, but it only takes 1 to see you. And what if this Tally? I kind of trust him, but what if he sees us taking these bodies through the alley and he turns us in? So I think if we're going to do this, we do it at night.
I was also doing the calculations on the decomposition of human-sized bodies, and I'm telling you right now, we are not going to have very long left before people will start to smell what we've been doing.
Gross.
Very gross.
My vote is to get them out of the basement.
Right now. You want to do this now?
Well, we can wait till tonight.
I mean, it's lunchtime, so no.
Okay. So we eat first. We wait a few hours, let the sun go down, and then we do this. I am not going to touch one of these bodies until it is dark.
This is a 3 a.m. job, not a 3 p.m. job.
I like it. Okay. That is game plan.
Okay.
So we go home and we just hang out until.
We hope. Well, yeah. I mean, we're hoping that Mert shows up. We wait to see if Mert shows up. If Mert does not show up, we're gonna dump the bodies into the sewer in the middle of the night.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless there's something that you're wanting to do during the day, because I mean, I don't think.
I don't
think
have
we've got-
anything.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, we could go back and talk to the wizard or whoever his name was that he wasn't even home, and it seems a little like walking in circle. Like I I like the purpose of we got to get rid of the bodies.
Yeah.
Do it.
Agreed.
Okay. So, you guys all have lunch. It's a nice festive time. About an hour after this conversation happens, you feel the windows of the whole house just start to rattle. And as this roar of explosion fills Troll Skull Alley, you rush to the window and you see charred bodies. And anguished screams fly through the air. A thick cloud of acrid smoke billows outward from the blast, which seems to have occurred right outside your door.
What the fuck?
This place is cursed.
There's like burned bodies?
Yeah, and so as all of this happens, everybody from Troll Skull Alley starts to walk out and witness what happened. So what you see, are you all going out, I would assume?
How close is the fire?
It's like steps from your door. We're going to say, so you guys are T1, right? So we're going to say it was about right here.
I mean, if I look out the window, does it look like it's a building on fire?
No.
Does it look like a bomb went off in the street? Like, where does it look like this happened at?
Jackson, you can give me an Arcana check.
Oh yeah, I don't have a sheet. It's in D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna say that I would, if we had eaten lunch, I would have been upstairs and maybe in the tower. If you're cool with that.
He has a +0 to perception.
Were you able to pull up his sheet?
Sorry, to
He has a what?
to Arcana he has a +5.
Okay, that's better. 8. 13.
13. So, just the taste of it and the sense of it, you can tell it was an actual fireball that was cast. And as you guys look out the scene, you look out into the streets, you see 6 dead bodies. All just around this like, there's the epicenter of where this blast happened, and then there's like 6 bodies just charred and burned and dead.
Guys, I have a really good idea. Let's just throw the bodies out there and you can light them on fire and then no one will ever know.
Everybody has come out and is looking.
So that's what I was getting at. If this was a burning building, I could maybe sneak and throw the bodies in. But if this was a bomb or a fireball, like, no, I don't think that's gonna work. I was already there.
That won't happen. Can we tell where like the fireball originated from? Is there any creepy looking peeps out there?
What do their clothes look like? The burnt, like, can we see anything from the burned bodies? Do they have any tattoos? Do they look dressed like the Zentari or like Xanathar's dudes?
Give me a perception check. If you want to go out and look at it, you can give me an investigation.
I will say this. Makani and Jex, get your, like...
Aren't you upstairs?
I can be. Yeah, I did say that.
I'm just saying. You said, are you? I mean, it's fine.
But it's been a while, so I figured like I'm coming down or I'm looking out at the tower.
I would say you're looking out at what you see.
Okay.
Yeah, Jax is going to go outside and do an investigation check.
And yeah, Valerian, you see Jax just walk out.
Okay. Can I want to like take a scan the area, make sure nobody's like getting a jump on him or anything.
You see people just like in awe of what's happening and kind of like. Okay. Like, oh my god, you hear whispers, and nobody is, like, aggressive in any way.
Okay.
I'll go outside with Jax.
And Jax is going to, like, slowly walk up to one of the bodies and get a closer look at it.
I'll kick the bodies over if I need to with my foot.
Yeah, I'd specifically like to know about their clothing and if they had any neck tattoos that I could see.
Okay. His investigation is +5. Jesus.
Sorry, that's a 21.
Yeah, so you find 1, 2, 3 Zentarum with the tattoo that barely... One is probably kind of scorched off. You can see like maybe the tail. The other one is still fully visible. You see one shorter gentleman wearing a burned cloak, so you can't really. There's no other tattoos. There's no marks on him. But when you do investigate, you find a small pouch.
Jax, do you think that they are out here like somebody helped us? Like we're being spied on or something?
It would make a lot of sense. Is there any? I'm trying to think. Is there? So I got the sense that it was a fireball. Can I ascertain to what direction it might have come from? Is that like possible from like the scorch marks or where the bodies flew?
I think with a 21, give me a survival check too.
Okay, I rolled a natural 20.
You can see that it went this way.
Hang on. Okay.
And where the box is fire.
So that is a burning fire right there.
I mean, it's charred, and where like snow is, it's melted, and you could see like a divot in the snow.
All right. So Jax is going to take off in the direction that the fireball might have came from.
Okay.
He's going to pull out his light crossbow.
Give me a perception check. That is a +0.
That's a 10.
You don't see much. You see a large crowd gathering. So people have started to, kind of gather around out here. People have come out down here. Where all these little dots are. But you don't see anything off. And even Valerian, from where you're at, you don't see any like aggressor. But give me a perception check too, Valerian.
And while he's doing that, you said I found a pouch. I'll take a look in the pouch.
Okay, so there's 5 gemstones in there, and that was the pouch on the shorter man in the cloak. And then when you're to kind of finish up the investigation check, so we only really looked at 3 of them. There was 2 that have like musical instruments by them, so like a flute and a maybe like a little tambourine or drum or something. And then there was another older lady. You can't really see much of her left. So it's a charred, but what like the bottom half, what is left is you can tell it's older lady. It has a really good investigation check. So
I rolled a 20, dirty 20 on my perception.
Dirty 20.
So is it safe to say that what I'm seeing among the bodies, and then I'll let you take over, Chris, are some Zentari soldiers and some civilians?
From what you can tell, that's what you would assume.
Okay, so it's a mixture. It's not all Zentaris.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Valerian, from up in that little turret on the 3rd floor, you did see another cloaked figure outside the crowd, just walking opposite of everybody else. And he is by now long gone. But you did see it at one point.
Okay. I guess I should probably come down at this point if I see everybody, like the onlookers are kind of stationed and that one person walking away is gone. I'll come down and make my way. Do any of the cloaks, the remains of these cloaks on these burn victims, match that of the guy walking away or the figure walking away?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Did Val catch any details about the guy?
Just it was a black cloak.
Shadowy figure. Black cloak.
Shadowy figure. Going against the grain.
Okay, Jackson. And is Jackson back?
Yeah, he couldn't. I mean, I imagine he didn't make it very far around that corner through a crowd of people.
This just keeps getting better and better. I saw one person leaving the crowd. Everybody else is sitting here looking and staring. But there was one person that walked away wearing this black cloak. I did not see anything else. He's disappeared now.
Well, the bodies out front. 3 of them are more of the Zentari assassins that have been after us. The other three, though, they were just people. Whoever this was, I think they were helping us, but can't say I appreciate their means.
We know that the Zentarum are also at war with Xanathar. That guy in the black cloak might be Xanathar, and he's just, the gang war that is taking place in the streets, and it just happens to be in front of our house.
Or maybe it was Mert. I mean, we talked to him once, at the opera. I can't say that gives me reason to trust him.
Can I be able to rule out that guy was Mert by his figure?
Yeah, he was much more slender.
Okay, this guy, you remember Mert, he is kind of robust around the midsection. This guy was not that. I mean, I'm not saying Mert could have done this, but that guy walking away was definitely not Mert.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that we should make sure that we trust who we're talking to, because apparently now we've ticked off a lot of people.
I agree that this is not good. I don't like this kind of noise at my front door.
And so at this point, you do see City Watch starting to arrive.
Thank you.
We have dead bodies in the basement again.
It is not a concern. The concern is out here right now. We will get rid of those. Do I see any, would I recognize any of them from our previous encounters?
No.
Excuse me, we saw most of what happened here.
Are you talking to them?
I imagine the City Watch is coming.
No, we're inside. We're all inside.
Oh, if we went back inside, then no, I'm not talking.
Yeah, you said Jax came back.
I thought we were outside around the bodies, but if
I took
we're inside,
it as Jax came back to the scene.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Okay, and I meant it as Jax would have come back into the house. Immediate threat gone. You've walked down the steps. You've told me you saw the dude.
Okay.
We're inside the house right now, and the door is closed.
We might want to try to meet them outside, though, so they don't come into the house and smell the dead bodies.
All of the bodies.
They haven't started smelling just yet.
Still, the further away, the better.
I mean, it is winter in a cellar, so it's kind of...
It's got to be pretty cool.
Okay. Oh, hey, we have a back entrance, right?
Yes.
We need to get out. We need to go out the. We need to right now. I suggest we go out the back entrance and we blend in with the crowd. We were just out on a walk, and we heard the explosion by our house. We can even run up and be all dramatic about it, like in the opera.
Why?
Oh my God! What happened in front of our house?
But how many of these people saw you walk out there and?
I mean, nobody pays attention to gnomes. They don't know where I came from.
I don't like any of that. Why don't we just stay in here, and if they knock on the door...
It looks suspicious that we're the only people not out on the road gawking.
Let's go out on the road and gawk, then.
I can tell him what I saw. I saw that cloaked figure walking away. That is the truth. We did not do this. Makani, you did not do this, did you? You did not... hide in the corner and shoot a fireball?
No, I think it was an excellent plan, but I did not do it.
I mean, if anyone was going to throw a fireball, it might be you.
He's gonna give you a smile, should I have said that?
No, that is... I cannot throw fireballs. It is not me. But I am saying we are...
You didn't tell us that you could do magic at all, so we don't know if you can throw fireballs or not.
Again, we are going to talk about this later.
Maybe you
always later.
It's involuntary, and then there's fireball.
Okay. All I am saying is that we are clear of any of this wrongdoing out there. This is the time when the truth will keep us free. Because it is suspicious if we do not go out there. Or maybe, Jackson, you go out there, we'll go out the back door, and we'll come around. and then that way we cover our bases. But we need to move quickly. We can.
Well, that does seem like the best plan.
Do I want to go with Jackson since I was out there too kicking bodies? So
Yes. Okay, you two
I should
go on the front
probably
porch.
go with Jackson.
Hey, here's an idea. We could be honest.
That's what
So
I said.
they all have the same tattoos, and we can tell them that they attacked us in our home, and that this appears to be another round of them, and somebody seemed to have taken them out before they could get to us.
I think we need to get the pulse on what is going on out there. Like, how do they feel about these bodies? I'm not ready to throw everything that we have in there.
Okay. So then let's stick to the plan. I'll go out front, kind of just hang out on the stoop there, and you all can run around behind and join the crowd, and then come up like, oh my God, what happened?
Yes. And while we were going around, I might ask some of the onlookers if they saw anything, and maybe get some more information. See if they know anybody in the black cloak.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. We got this.
Templeton, you are with me. Toot sweet.
Jax is gonna go. Do we have any like canvas cloths or anything, like drop cloths?
Not really. I mean,
Just the flour bags.
Yeah,
covering
you
the
guys have-
bodies.
Mm.
you guys have
Okay.
kind of burned everything you didn't have. I mean, you could take some of the supplies you just shopped for.
No. I was thinking it would. No, I'm good. Yeah. So Jax is going to go out the front door.
Okay.
And he wants to kind of hang out and listen to see what the investigators or the city guard are saying.
Okay, so as you look out, the city guards are just starting to like cordon off the area. So there are guards. There are 6 here. There are 6 here, and they have kind of taped off everything around this area.
Is there still a crowd in front of those 6 guards?
The crowd are behind the 6 guards, so they would be either
Yeah.
north or south, depending on where you're at. So they've
Right.
removed everybody from like the area outside.
Jax, if anybody notices Jax coming out the front door, he's got something to say to him. If not, he's going to listen to what they're talking about.
Okay. They're not. They've cleared everybody from here, so they're not like looking at you right away, and they're not talking. They're more just like, get back, stay back. So not like any like detailed conversation. You can tell these guys are probably low ranking and just here to tape stuff off and keep the peace.
Okay. I'm just going to sit on the front porch and
You wait.
watch and listen.
Okay. And then Valerian and Makani and Templeton, you guys are heading.
I thought Makani went out with Jax.
I went out the front. I was kicking bodies, so I went out the front because I would have been seen too.
You're kicking
Yeah.
bodies,
Yeah, I kicked the
she
dead
went
bodies
out-
over.
Yeah, she went out with Jax.
and you got specifically. What are you doing?
Who?
I think we're just
Makani.
hanging out on the porch, looking
Okay.
like we belong here.
Okay. Templeton and Val heading around the back.
Yes. I was thinking that. Yeah, we'll go that way. Okay, Templeton, we need to act like we were on a stroll and we were just walking around, and then we're like, oh my God, what happened? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, before we make it to the guard barrier, if there's
Yeah.
any onlookers, I want to ask them, like, oh my God, what happened?
There's a lot. So yeah.
Okay, yes.
You ask a couple like, oh, I just came out. I don't know. What, did you see anything?
Oh, I did not. I see. I mean, I was walking around. I heard
We've
something.
been on a walk.
Yeah, but I did not see anything.
Okay.
You didn't see anything.
Is it our house? Is it burning?
Oh, I don't know. I can't see past all these people. You do notice another
I need help.
face from Corland's Crown, and so the owner there. You guys did step in, if I believe so.
Cortland's Crown?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the bar?
No, it was.
That
It's
was the
T4.
leading taker.
It's T4.
What was Cortland's Crown?
Yeah, I don't know that we went in that one. I don't have it in my notes.
I don't think we did.
I think you did, but if not, anyways. So you do see a tall woman, kind of standing there. Just she's like looking. And as you ask her, "Hey, what did you see?"
Yes.
She responds, "Oh, I don't know. I was outside watering my plants, and then all of this just blew out every window I had." And so she points to her upper, on the second floor. You see that, in fact, it did blow out all of these windows. And she's like, "I saw a cloaked man. I think he took something from that body." And,
What
and
body?
the gnome. And then he started heading back that way.
Have you? And you don't know who this person is?
No, I've never seen him before, but they look like. And she's like, "Oh, hey, aren't you guys the owners of?"
Yes.
He looked.
Yes,
he looked
we
like
just moved in.
the gnome looked like he was heading towards your place.
The dead one right there.
Yeah. What do you mean?
What? Okay, paint the scene for me. So he was coming into our house. What about all the
And
other,
then the
five other bodies?
explosion. And then the guy took something and left.
Where were? Did it look like the other bodies that are there? Were they walking with this gnome?
And then you hear some other guy chime in. He's like, "It wasn't. I mean, they weren't walking that way, right? They were just. The other bodies were just there. They were. I think they were just civilians. Like they were just there. They.
Magic. They're just there.
Well, no, they were just like standing there. You know, the two were playing some street music or something, and then I don't know where the other lady came from.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but two of those bodies are Zentarum agents. So they are not good people. And when I say Zentarum, I want to like look at her face and see if like any, like, does that trigger anything? Is she
No, I mean
change her tune at all?
People are pretty
Okay.
used to this. Not like dead bodies in the street, but they've
Right.
heard from the news, like in the town criers on the street, that this war has been waging for a little bit. And then another guy's like, "Yeah, I saw where the fireball came from."
Well, I will take any and all
Points to
information.
the top of the roof. He's like, "It was up there," and he points to the top of this roof here.
Okay.
Oh, that is not good. I mean, did you see anybody come out of that building? Like
Well,
maybe
I saw. It looked like a man, but then it didn't. If this makes sense.
He looked like a man.
It is as weird as this sounds. It was like a puppet.
Okay, so
Wait, it sounded like a puppet?
No, it looked like a
Like-
puppet. As weird as this sounds to hear, it looked like a puppet that shot the fireball.
okay, so you're saying the person who came and stole something from that short man, and the person who shot the fireball are two different people.
Well, it hurled something, and then it made the loud fireball. Yeah, they were up on top of the roof.
And you saw that thing come
And
out of this building?
The
or
lady's
she-
like, "I saw somebody on the ground take something and then go away." So if you're saying you saw it come from there, I mean, it would have to be two different people, right?
I am trying to figure out is if we need to go in that building right now and take care of somebody. But if you say you saw them come out, then
Well, they were
We
on
need to be-
top of the building, like on the roof.
Won't hurt for us to check it out.
Templeton, do you want to do a building clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Can
go
we
up
make
to-
it into that building?
No, building's locked. Well,
Okay.
so even if you were
So-
entrance here, entrance up here. So
Okay.
they have all of that cordoned off.
So there is a little alley behind the building there. Is there any kind of fire escapes? Is there could I shimmy up between the two buildings?
Templeton, maybe not. Valerian, yeah, I could get between the two buildings.
Templeton, give me a boost.
All right. I'll pick him up and push him as high as I can.
Okay, and at this point, you hear somebody's like, all right, make way. Please move aside. And you see coming from the south, and Valerian on Templeton's shoulders, you can see coming from this way, a very official.
I didn't see that.
From the south. So
Okay.
you see a
By the psychic.
very official looking city watch guard with another gentleman who's in like all like purple robes that are the edges are gilded. But yeah, he's trying to push through the crowd with another 6 guards kind of trailing him as they're coming through the crowd.
I don't like this. Let me down. We cannot get caught.
And he announces, he's like, anybody who has seen anything, please line up right here. Everybody else, please go back to your homes. And he finally pushes his way through the crowd. And he looks at the scene, and he looks over at Templeton and McConaughey. He's like, you two.
Jax.
Yeah, sorry, Jax. And McConaughey, you two, what are you doing in my crime scene?
Well, we live here. We heard the fire explosion, and we came out to check and see if anybody was alive, and they weren't.
And
So we wanted to let you know that.
he's like, what's your name? And he points to the city guard up there. He's like, yeah, I'm Bernard. And he's like, Bernard, can you put these two in the line with the other witnesses, and we'll get your guys' story. We'll get you back into your house as soon as possible. But right now, we just need to make sure everything's safe and clear.
Absolutely.
Is there a big enough distraction, like, that I could make it? Like, how many people are looking into this alleyway?
I mean, everybody's looking here. So if you roll a stealth check, and the DC is going to be real low.
12. I think I have a pretty good stealth. +7.
Yeah, so 19.
That's a 19.
You can boost your way up, and you can use between the two buildings to make it to the top.
I'm going to get myself up to the top and try to make it into the building and see if I can see anybody.
So it's not a flat roofed building. It is, peaked. There's no entry into the building, but even to the layman's eyes, you see footprints up here.
I want to look at these, and
give me a survival check.
that's a 3.
You can't tell, like, you can see which way they go because it's very clear, and they come. So I'll draw it on here for you. So they come from across this building, and it'll populate here in a second. Come to this point, and then they head back. So they come across from the building to the left, come up and over the peak, stop, and then head back.
And, like, jump the building? Like, jump the alleyway?
Yes. It's not very far.
To the other. Okay.
Back and to the left.
Well, if I feel like I could make it without too much of a risk to myself, I would make the jump across. See if I can just keep following these as far as they'll go towards T5.
Okay.
Yeah, Templeton will take the street view and try and look inconspicuous, like he's just walking, but also kind of keeping an eye on Val.
So it goes all the way off this map, and it finally finds a spot that jumps down to a smaller building, and then it jumps down onto the street floor.
Okay.
And then you lose the tracks.
Okay. At that point, I'll jump down and come back around and find Templeton in the street, wherever he's at.
Okay. Yeah, you hear people, even walking in the streets, 2 blocks away here. Oh, did you hear what happened over there? Oh, there was a big explosion. Just talking to themselves, like not to you.
Oh, this is the trail kind of went cold here. I don't know. Somebody was on the street or on the roofs running. We should probably get back and make sure Jackson and McConaughey is okay. So I'll start heading back.
Okay. And you find Templeton. Templeton, you kind of got stuck as you hit like this alley right here.
I don't know where to go.
And then you guys meet up pretty easily. And then you're back here. So again, there's, at this point, they've filed everybody who thinks they've seen something into a line, and Jackson and Makani, you have been added to this line. Everybody else is starting to disperse as best as possible, as well as you could control this situation. And they're one by one just calling people in and tell them the story of what they saw. One guy's like furiously writing, trying to keep up, and then they'll let that person go and then call the next one. What do you want to do, Jackson and Makani?
I think Jackson's okay staying in line. I think he would say to Makani, we just checked to see if anybody was alive. Right? That's all we did.
Yes, that's all we did.
So yeah, I think we're just gonna wait.
So one by one, they kind of clear out in front of you. Valerian and Templeton, what are you guys doing during this time?
I don't think that we get in line. I think we need to maybe post up and see what we can hear until someone tells us to go.
I mean, it would be nice to get into the house too.
We can always go in the back door. But I do want to try to... We need many puzzle pieces as we can.
You always said we needed to establish an alibi. I mean, if we were just to walk up and say, like, hey, we live there, like, can we go into our house? They'll know we weren't here.
But I am also interested in what they are saying. Maybe we just walk by casually, and then we take that hard left, and we get back into our house.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll walk by casually, trying to pick up any conversation that's taking place, and then get back inside the house and just kind of lay low.
You don't hear much because it's been pretty quieted. The streets are pretty empty at this point, and they're trying to, again, people who are just there to be busy bodies, and then the people who are there with actual information, they're trying to separate and weed those out. And you can't hear the conversation happening where they're taking them in, so that's very quiet and very hushed. Okay, so you guys make your way back in, and eventually Makani and Jackson, you guys are called forward. He's like, yes, you two, come. So you say you lived here and you saw something. Could you describe what you saw?
Technically, we heard something. We heard, our windows rattle, and we heard an explosion. And my friend Ashley and I, we came out. We looked out the window and we saw the bodies, and we came out to see if anyone was still alive and might need some help. But they were all dead. And that's all we saw.
What? So and this is somebody you've never seen before. He's like, we've been out here a few times. What business would he? And he points to the gnome, the dead one. What business would he have here?
Well, at our place? I mean, was he coming to our place?
That's what I'm asking you. What? That seems to be the general story.
I mean, that's news to me. I do know that the establishment we purchased, that there was a bidding war on it. Maybe somebody's upset that it's ours. I mean, I'm speculating. We don't have any enemies. We're opening a brunch establishment.
Once we can figure out how to not make water pancakes, of course.
Yeah, we're still working on the recipes.
And finding some help. Because I'm not cooking every morning. That's ridiculous.
Do you know a good line cook for cheap?
No, I don't. But what run-ins have you had with these gentlemen before, or their likes? And he points to the two Zentarum.
Nothing with the Zentarum.
we rescued. You're gonna have to help me with names.
Raynar. Or no, you rescued Floon and Raynar.
Floon. We rescued Floon and Raynar. I don't know if you remember that a couple weeks ago. A friend of Volo's had hired us to find his friend Floon. And we had a run-in with some Xanathar bird people. But these guys, they don't look like those
Bird
guys.
people. Bird people.
They look like birds, but like people-sized.
Okay. Any other actual useful information you guys might have?
No, that's all I
I
have.
haven't heard much from you. And he points to you, Makani. Did you see anything else?
Nope.
I believe he said your name was Ashley.
Yep.
Kind of chuckles to Jax. Not the talkative type, right? That's okay.
Well, I deal with the investors. She deals with the numbers.
Business in the front. I get it. I really get it. If you need anything, my name is Seth Crowley. I will be probably stationed here for a few days to figure out what happened.
By stationed here, you mean like
Sitting outside our house.
you're going to be sitting outside the house, Seth?
Well, I mean, we're going to be...
What does Seth look like?
He is a pretty plain-looking guy. He has short brown hair, very well, kempt. You could tell he doesn't do a lot of field work. He is in fully clad, half-plate armor that's very, very shiny.
He's human.
Yeah, he's human. By stationed here, I mean that means we will have to investigate a crime scene. So we'll be kind of around the neighborhood for a while, I would imagine.
If it takes you days to investigate a incident, that means you're probably not very good at your job.
Well, I mean, it's sometimes it's red tape. You got to document. You got to make sure everything's fully disclosed. You know, don't want something getting thrown out in court, stuff like that.
Of course, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just go around, hacking up people and, just leaving the body
By the looks of you,
somewhere,
it doesn't
right?
look like you go around and hack up people or talk to people very often at all.
Okay. So I think we've answered all your questions, Ashley.
Well, he's like, yeah, I mean, I can't because that's my job. I'm protector of the city. I'm not a murderer or a vigilante. That kind of justice is left outside the city gates. But it was very nice to meet you. And if either of you need anything or remember something that may have happened, we'll be around the area.
It was nice meeting you too, Seth, and it looks like you may have a little bit of ash on your boot.
It is a blast zone, right? I don't know.
Horrible joke to make. There's charred bodies still sizzling, and he's like,
It is a blast zone.
He's the worst. He's not a nice guy. You guys were released from Seth. His questioning. Valerian and Templeton, you are in the house. Jackson and Makani, what do you two want to do?
If we're free, I think we would go back into the house.
Yeah, you guys have been released to go through the crime scene back to the house.
So I figure we all meet in the main door, and once we get inside, I'm going to lock the door. And say, did you find anything?
Oh, you wish we did. I did not find anything other than footprints on the roof. Somebody did say, yes, somebody did say there was a puppet-like man that they saw shoot the fireball. And then what I found was his footsteps going across the roof in the same direction as that guy in the cloak going the other way. going in the same direction that way. I don't know what this puppet like, man. I don't know.
She said it was a puppet.
Yeah, puppet. Like, what does that mean? But what did you find out, Jackson and Makani?
Well, the first question he asked was, weren't we just here because of you guys? And we told him that we've not dealt with the Zentari before, and that the last people we messed with were the Xanathar Guild. So I have a feeling they're probably going to be highly suspicious of us. Just a general gut feeling.
Yes, this is not good. I don't know what we are doing wrong, but we are getting a lot of heat coming our way. This is not good that they're going to be posted up outside. This is not good that we have dead bodies in the cellar. This is not good, dead bodies in the streets. This is not good. 2 people got away that are shooting fireballs.
I think it's going to be in our interest to stay up tonight and see if we can't figure out what the guards, like, is there a time when they change? And if they do, how does it work? And can we get these bodies to the sewer?
Okay, that is probably a good idea. Yes, at least one person needs to stay up. What time is it now?
2-ish.
Oh shit, we are like on house arrest. We have to stay inside for a while.
I just had an idea. Could we rent a cart? Like, we've got all this broken junk in here, right? So we rent a cart. We load it up with the bodies and a bunch of junk. And if anybody has questions, we're renovating. It was either this or throw it in the street. We get the bodies out of town. Just drive our cart out of here or to a seedier part.
That might be a better
town.
idea. Yes, Jackson, I like where your head is at, because we don't want to put them in the sewer next to our house. We want to put them in the sewer next to somebody else's house in a different neighborhood. We are right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. So
Okay.
maybe that's the backup plan if there's just guards here 24/7.
Okay. Do you want to go out and try to find this cart, or do you want me to do it? Maybe that guy who we bought the wood from the other day. Maybe we can borrow his cart.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth trying.
Okay. I mean, I can go talk to him since I dealt with him before. I will go do that. I'm gonna go out the back door.
Okay.
And kind of stick to the alley back, away from the crime scene, and go back to that guy we bought the firewood from.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty willing. You guys do pretty good
Okay.
business there. He would be willing to.
Yes, we have a little bit of stuff to move out of our house. I will bring this back to you. Can I bring it in the morning?
Oh yeah, sure, that'd be fine. I got a couple.
Yeah, I mean, this keeps us in business with you. I like this a lot. Thank you. We will keep buying wood from you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll bring the cart back to the back door and kind of get it ready.
Okay.
It is that easy, guys. I got the cart. Do we want to? I don't know that we want to do this during the daytime.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean,
we are night owls. We do.
I thought you were the criminal here. You're the one that's kind of up on this kind of thing.
Yes, but sometimes, Okay, yeah, okay. We sit and wait.
Yeah, I think Jax will probably be heavily invested in watching the window and trying to. I think he's trying to memorize like what the cops. See if he can figure out like how their beats work if they are going to be staying here, like really paying attention.
Okay. I mean, so again, there's 6 guards posted at each entryway to the alley. One like this.
Right.
And
Yeah,
both
you
sides.
told. So as the day goes on, right? They've kind of, I'm assuming they've cleared the scene.
Yeah, you see people that will walk around and kind of like, move along, sir.
Maybe unless anybody has anything else to do, I want to sit here for a long time and watch them and see, like, do the guards disperse at all? Is it like 6 and 6 throughout like the night? Like as we get to like the end of the day and everything's been cleared, are they still here, or how many of them, and that kind of thing?
So there are 2 hours later, a shift change comes, and there's 3 and 3. So they're down to 6 total, and then there's 2 that are still kind of looking over the area.
God damn.
Another 3 hours, so we're at like 7 o'clock at night. So it is getting dark, or if not dark already. They're down to 2 total guards. The others investigating have gone home. And there's 1 at each end of the alleyway.
Jackson, do you have like a hatchet or anything? Or Makani, do you have a hatchet?
I have a hatchet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask that too.
I've got a hand axe.
Okay. Well, I would say this while Jackson's kind of been on watch. I would say, Templeton, come down to the cellar with me. I need you for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, we have some work to do. Do you see these flour bags? These empty flour bags. We need to... This is going to be dirty. We need to chop up these bodies and put them in the flour bags so that we can load them on the cart. We cannot just have bodies flailing around. We don't have enough junk to cover them up.
These bodies are like a day old now, right?
They're starting to bloat.
Well, no, they wouldn't be bloated, but they definitely, like, the blood's coagulated. We wouldn't have to worry about blood getting everywhere.
Good.
Yeah, they're like frozen. It'll be like chopping firewood.
Templeton, you cut, I will stuff.
Okay. So Templeton's gonna get down on, like, his knees with his hand axe, and I think as he goes through the act of, like, making his first chop, like, probably like a neck first. No, he'd probably do an arm first. Gotta work yourself up to the neck. I think he flashes back to being a kid and his mom making him cut firewood.
Think about that.
And yeah, Templeton will chop up the bodies.
Do you do it begrudgingly at all?
After I make the first cut, I think I'll be like, I don't know if I can do this.
Stop it. We don't owe anything to these people. Do you want to get in trouble?
Well, no, but I mean, maybe we could take turns. These are people. They're not firewood.
Ask them if they care. Look one right in the eye and ask if they care. And I'll kind of lean down and look one in the eye. Do you care if we chop you up? No answer.
I care.
But they are dead. How is this any different than if we just load them on the cart? I am trying to cover our asses here. I am the brain, you are the brawn. I just need you to cut them up. I will do the stuffing. Close your eyes if you need to.
Yeah, so I think Templeton gets down on his knees and closes his eyes and thinks really hard about chopping wood as a kid.
Yes.
And his mom is maybe sitting on the porch watching him. She's like, well, you're so good at that. I can't believe how good you are at chopping firewood. What a big, strong man. And he'll hack up the bodies as he's just concentrating so hard on this good memory of his mom.
That is it, Templeton. You are so strong. Keep going. And as you chop a piece, I'll grab it and stuff it into the bag. Yes, you keep going. You are doing great. Keep your eyes closed if you need to, but you keep chopping very strong. And I'll just keep stuffing. Once we get the 3 bags full, I will start to I will kind of cinch them tight with I have some string. I'll tie them tight. No, Templeton, you did so well. Thank you so much. And then if we want to cut to Makani.
Okay, McConaughey and Jackson. Devin, you're like lead role tonight, by the way.
I don't have any unless Makani. I don't know if you have anything.
I'm going to go over to our servant, our helper, our poltergeist.
Liv.
Liv, you did an excellent job on the place. Do you want to pour me a drink? Because it is going to be a very long day.
Yeah, you see so Liv has it apparated in front of everybody. So you see this floating cup, you see wine, and then there's a little cup.
And I'm not going to sit on a bar stool. I'm going to sit on the actual bar, and I'm just going to cross my legs and watch all you guys actually working. And just sit there and have a drink. And I'm going to talk to Liv. I'm going to talk to Liv. And I know he can't respond, but I'm just going to be like, can you believe all this crap that's going on? I know, Liv. I just got to, distract them out there. I don't even really know why they're posting up out there. That said, he seems like he's not very competent, too, right? I'm glad we agree on that, Liv. That's all I'm doing.
Liv's just, tooling around, just doing stuff to act like he's busy.
Jax is gonna grab a cup and head to the bar too. I mean, if we have an open bottle, I might as well have a glass.
Jax, I think you have learned to like the drink a little much, don't you think? I mean, comparatively, from when we met you.
I have to do something to cope with the city.
Oh my gosh, Jax, somebody's coming.
What? What? Huh?
Haha, just kidding. You do need to relax. Have a drink.
Two interesting days. And he's gonna drink the whole glass, and then pop it down on the bar and tap it. Just do another one of those.
Jax, if this is the most interesting day you've ever had, then this is definitely going to probably get a little bit more crazy.
Well, I mean, if I were to rank the top 3 most interesting days, there was the day in the sewer where I almost died, and there was the day where my date got interrupted by ninjas, and I don't know, the day that I won my first competition. That's probably the top 3 most interesting days. So yeah, 2 made the list in the last 2-3 days.
Sometimes I don't even know how you got sucked into this.
You know, I was asking myself that too. I'm an inventor. This is not how I expected it to go. Not that I'm complaining. I'm highly enjoying learning about the real city, and you guys do get wine quite frequently.
What is your girlfriend's name again?
Selby.
That's not good that you don't remember it, but maybe she saw you out there being a tough guy with the dead bodies, and maybe you'll get another chance with her after the ninjas.
Yeah, sure, that's totally going to happen. She was really, really interested.
Before the ninjas, I think she was, yes.
Yeah, but after the ninjas,
Liv,
maybe less.
Liv, do you think that she'll come back? Yeah, okay.
We'll pan back to Val and Templeton.
Yes, at this point, I think I'd be tying up the last bag and go kind of pat Templeton on the shoulder there. You did, this is what we need you to do. Now we need you to take these upstairs and put them by the back door. They are too heavy for me to pick up, or else I would.
Yeah, I'll pick up all the bags, get in the back door, and then I'll start looking around for any debris that we might have not, bigger stuff we haven't gotten rid of yet. So I can start.
Yeah, I mean it's everywhere, not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We don't load this up until that sun goes down, and then we make our move. But Templeton, good job. I'm so proud of you for you coming through and doing this.
You're welcome, Val.
Jackson, Makani, what are you guys doing out here? I heard some talking while we were...
Makani and I were just talking about interesting days and how we ended up in this situation.
Yeah. How did you end up in this
Yeah,
situation?
Makani, how did you end up with us?
It's really none of your guys' business.
Oh, that is bullshit. You keep wanting to know how I can cast this fire out of my hands. I will not tell you until you tell me. How did you end up here? I mean, we have time to kill. We are, like, stuck in this house until the sun goes down.
What did you and Templeton do downstairs? How about that? That's more important.
I'll tell you right now, we chopped up those 3 bodies that were down there so that we can get them out of here safely.
How this went so wrong.
I used to work in gladiator pits.
Okay,
I mean,
that is good.
we kind of threw bodies into piles. It's really not all that bad to me.
What does
Well,
that
why did I
like?
have to cut up the bodies?
Well, next
Because
time we
you're
need
the
a body cut-
strongest of us all.
Next time we need a body cut up, we will ask Makani to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Well,
I'm not as strong as Templeton.
so
It's more effective if Templeton does it.
that is true. He did quite well, but I want to know more about this these gladiator fights. Like, what do you mean? Where did this take place?
I don't want to tell you.
Okay, that is the relationship we will have. I do not. You don't tell me. I don't tell you.
Well, I mean, your calendar must have opened up. Because you're here with us.
Well, I never was a fighter in the gladiator pits.
So what did you do?
Side jobs.
Were you like a promoter? If I remember, you were very interested in Templeton in the yawning portal when we met.
Yes, Templeton would be a good fighter. I mean,
no,
that's before I knew that he liked crayons.
But no, I asked you, are you a promoter?
No.
You're not a fighter. You're not a promoter. Are you trying to kidnap Templeton and then sell him to somebody into a fighting pit?
No. Valerian, at this point, you would be better in the pit than Templeton.
Oh, have you seen? I'm gonna look at Templeton. I don't know what to do. Your fists are the size of fucking cannonballs.
I'm pretty
You
sure
feel
I could
guilty.
turn you into ketchup.
Templeton, and then you would feel bad.
I would feel bad.
No, Valerian, you wouldn't feel bad, but Templeton would feel bad, and you can't be guilty after you kill somebody.
Templeton, I don't know that emotion of guilt. I don't know that Templeton can even feel that.
Templeton could feel it with me because he would make me into a friend, so he would not make me into ketchup.
I'm feeling pretty guilty right now about having to cut up those bodies.
See, Templeton would not be okay in the gladiator pits. At this point,
Definitely.
I would not kidnap Templeton.
I will say, go back to last night.
She wants to kidnap you.
Valerian? I mean,
Yeah.
it would at least be easier to carry Valerian around.
Is that are you trying to slight me because I am short in stature? That doesn't
No,
bother
that's
me
just
none.
the actual truth.
I mean, there is nothing I can do about my height, but you can always change your attitude.
I suppose I just need another drink lift. All of these cops around here are making me
I don't like it either.
angry.
I don't like it at all, but we are doing... I think we need to... We are getting down to the point. That is a good question, or you bring up a good idea here, Makani. Why are these people dying on our front porch? Why are these people dying in our bar? Why is this happening? What are we doing?
You're the connection to the Zentari. What's
Me?
going on? Yes, you.
I don't know. I don't know how they know who I am. I don't know why they're trying to contact me. I have no idea.
Can I insight check her?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. This is Jax. I need to know his mod.
Insight is
12.
And then Makani, if you're trying to challenge it, you can with a deception. If not, insight is a +2.
All right, so that's a 12.
I really don't know.
Yeah, she's not lying.
Okay.
Okay. I am going. Are there drinks on the table?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fill me up a cup.
Then that begs the question: if you don't know why they're getting in contact with you, we have to figure out why they're getting in contact with you. They knew your name. They came looking for you. They wanted you to join, not me and not these two. What about? I mean, do you have any family you can ask?
No, I have no more family.
What, like no family living here?
No, my family is dead. Jax.
I'm well, sorry to hear that. I didn't mean anything by it.
Lift, I want another drink.
It's pretty much at command. It's there, ready to go.
Liv, I will take one too.
I think I'll have another one too.
Are you guys... I don't really want to talk about my background, but I don't know. I don't know if we're close enough to trust that you guys are going to, number one, keep it secret, and number two, if you are willing to help me if I need to, because we're all kind of here for our own needs, not for each other.
Do you think we would not help you if you needed it?
Well, if they took me and then you guys didn't have to be involved with it, yeah. I don't think you would help me.
I cannot.
I
You're
would
not
help
wrong.
you.
Templeton. What would you help her do?
Templeton, you wouldn't help me if Valerian told you not to.
He's gonna kind of look away, kind of maybe a little ashamed. Well, whatever brought us here, we're business partners now. We all own this place, right? We all would like to make something of this here. So,
And if I died, you would get a bigger piece of the pie.
I don't
want a bigger piece of the pie.
I don't know what pie we are talking about.
There is currently no pie. There is a pan, and there are ingredients, but there is no pie yet.
Makani, I cannot believe that you are disparaging Templeton like that. You honestly think that he would not save you?
If you told him no?
Do you think I would tell him no?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because that's just who you are, Valerian.
Oh, you...
I can read people. You seem like you have your business with Templeton.
And?
And that's it.
Well, that is not true. Templeton, do I care for people?
You have been living in this city for how long, and you have no friends?
No, wait just a minute there.
He's sitting right
Listen.
here.
Templeton is your family, not your friend.
Val is my best friend. He's the only person, up until you two, that was ever nice to me.
Templeton, you think she is being nice to you? She's telling you that you would not do anything to help her.
Templeton,
She
he
can
is
think
trying to use your feelings against you. This is like arguing parents over a child.
Okay, come to the parent that you want to spend more time with.
Templeton.
The custody meeting.
So, are you guys legit starting to argue?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if it kind of starts escalating a little bit, I think Templeton would slam his fist into the wall or whatever is near me and be like, "Listen, I like both of you. Val, you will not tell me that I can't save
Makani.
I am not saying that, and I will take my
No,
glass. And
you will not tell me
I'm
that I
going-
can't save Makani.
I'm going to take my glass and I kind of slam it down, and then I pick it up and I splash it in your face. And then I
And-
set it down again, and I turn around and I walk away.
As you do that, and Templeton, as you're so furious, you start to see that red you normally see. And as that water catches you, some of it goes into your mouth, almost to the point where you can't breathe. And it reminds you of being back in, with your parents. And you almost had a drowning attempt at one point, and you almost drowned, right? You were saved. Somebody pulled you out, and it's
Did somebody try and drown me?
either that or you fell into a lake. I mean, or you fell like into water and you could not do anything. And as that happens, you start to rage, and as you rage, Valerian, I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
No, what? Oh, let me pull up my Constitution save.
Yes. What is your Constitution modifier, Devin? For
Oh,
Templeton? Plus
+2.
2. Okay. So what'd you
Is
roll?
this? I rolled a 12 plus 1. Is this? Am I being frightened at all?
No.
Okay.
So how do you want this to look, Templeton? Your new...
Yeah. So as the water hits my face, I think I take a deep breath in, and you get that water up the nose, like choking sensation, and then I flash back to being about 7 years old, and some of the men in town tried to drown me, and my mom saved me. And I think in the vision, my head's down in the water and bubbles just coming out, and there's like two guys like holding me down, and then my mom comes out with like a shovel and hits one of them, and then swings at the other one, and they both run away, and she pulls me out and kind of has to like help me get the water out, and I kind of come back to. So as I'm having this flashback, my palms start dripping water. And as I start getting angry and my fists ball up, some lightning arcs like between my two fists. And as I throw them to my side and scream at you, a static charge like builds up through the floor and then hits you from below.
Hits me.
It does. And
Oh god.
luckily you saved.
Oh.
You take half. Yeah, half. Which is 2
because I haven't done my actual thing
Two?
yet.
2d6. So you take
Okay.
4 hit points worth of this lightning damage. I mean, how does everyone react to this? Because everybody sees it.
I imagine I'll be kind of knocked off the stool that I'm sitting in and be like knocked on my back because it caught me off guard so much.
DadBodDnd.
I think as I scream and I'm standing there like breathing heavily, I see Val get knocked, back and hear the crack of the lightning, which is probably not good for the guards outside. And then like as it happens, I'm going to like bewildered, like look at my hands, like, and I'm just gonna look up and be like,
Val, what happened?
is he moving?
I'm kind of getting up and dusting myself off and like checking my faculties and making sure I'm still whole. What happened? I don't know. Was that you? That lightning? Makani, that's not you?
No, those are... no, that's not me.
Templeton, how dare you? Did you do
I'm-
that to me?
I got angry. I'm sorry.
And you get angry at your friend?
Well, you
No, not what I did.
I just want to be friends with everyone.
Templeton, where did you get those powers from?
I don't even know what I did. I remembered almost drowning when I was a kid, and then I was angry.
Templeton, I thought we were friends, and you do that to me. Never mind. No, it's not what I did. It's what you did to me. I'm not saying you cannot be friends with these people. We're kind of hashing this out. That's not what I was saying. I was defending you to Makani, and then you shoot me with lightning that I have never seen before.
I'm sorry. He's gonna kind of stomp away and go find like a corner to sit in somewhere.
I'm going to let him because of my background that I'm not ready to share.
Okay. What's Val and Jackson doing?
I have removed myself from the bar, and I'm gonna go stare out the window for a little bit. In a spot that I can keep Templeton in the corner of my eye. Just, some trust issues.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just going to stare out this and kind of, sulk a little bit.
Hey, Liv. That was pretty impressive stuff, don't you think? Can I have another drink, Liv? Oh, thank you. Hey, Liv, do we have anything different? This shit that you're giving me is getting kind of old.
He goes down and brings up a different bottle, and he presents it to you.
Can you wipe the dust off that lift? No, it's stuck on there from being down there for so long.
Yeah, he wipes it off.
Hey, Liv, there's this game, and you play play it in the dust, and you put X's in those. You want to play it? All right. So I play a game with the ghost.
Okay. For all the listening viewers, Lift wins, just so you know. Kidding.
He knows the 3-corner trick.
I got my daughter with that. She's like, I blocked you though. I'm like, I still got you up here. Oh wait. Okay. So this is Level Up Town. Templeton, you are level 3.
What?
Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Makani. Sarah. I don't remember the other name you used. What does a level up look like for you?
Can we come back to me?
So, I mean, since I've already kind of displayed mine, do you want me to talk about mine?
Yes, that would be great.
That's probably a good idea.
I love it.
So Templeton is going to be taking Path of the Storm Herald. It was Unearthed Arcana, which got also put in Xanathar's Guide. Yeah, Xanathar's Guide. And the Storm Herald, you pick like a terrain, and then you get different spells based off of the terrain. I chose the sea as my terrain, which gives me lightning damage to one target who's within 5 feet of me at the end of their turn. I get to use 2d6 lightning damage on a successful roll.
And that's kind of how we brought it in full circle. What does and I can't ask Jax because he's not here, unfortunately. So we'll grab that next time. What does a level up look like today for Valerian?
So I imagine while I am sitting at the window, kind of just staring dead eyes at anybody who's out there, the marks on my arm, my forearms, start to glow in this faint red. Maybe people could see it, maybe not. Other people in the room, but it starts to glow red, and which has kind of started to indicate that I have an encounter with my patron. And right now, as of now, that patron is a man or a being of very few words, but more just like sprinkling of, here are some powers your way, and you'll kind of figure them out as they come to you. And I get this whole body feel of something new. But yeah, other than those just glowing red, not much outwardly showing. But I do get to pick up some Eldritch invocations and a spell slot, kind of mechanical things. But we'll see how those invocations come out. But
Nice.
and I think as they start to glow red, I may like take the palms of my hands and try to cover them up or pull my sleeves down, just so it's not glowing up the room.
Yeah, I mean, and as you guys have kind of noticed, we're not like, oh, hey, we're just level up. This is what I get. This is what I get. We're trying to add a little bit more flavor into it, so everybody kind of in the audience, we're breaking that fourth wall right now. And these things will come out in different ways. So much like Templeton's, it came out. Valerian's, yours will eventually come out. And we're not like super combat unless you guys go out and start fighting guards or something. So it's not terribly needed at the moment. So circling back to Makani.
Well, obviously anybody in the house doesn't really know this, but I've tried really hard to hide my powers, and I'm a Tempest cleric, so I have
Bless you.
Sorry, I tried to hit the mute button.
No, you're fine. So I feel like with Templeton's, like, seeing that he has kind of a similar power, I kind of feel it build up in me a little bit of the nerves of being discovered because of his powers. I don't really get a lot. I get some more spell slots.
Cool stuff like that.
So, yep. So maybe with the build up, that's where the spell slots are coming up from.
Nice. Yeah. So
Do you do lightning?
Yeah, I do lightning.
Oh shit!
I think I do all of them, but I'm not sure.
We'll look at that off stream. So yeah, everybody here is level 3. If you guys want to go ahead and roll your hit dice real fast, we'll just finish the game mechanics real quick.
I do lightning and thunder.
I do have a question. Has the sun gone down? Has it gotten darker outside?
Yes. So it's probably 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay. All right. So I would say, like, as I'm standing at the window, I just pick my invocation, and this might have some fun stuff. But as I'm standing there, and what's that?
Damn, Templeton rolled a 13 on his hit points.
Nice. I just took what D&D Beyond gave me.
Me too.
But anyways, so I'm staring out there, and it's kind of dark. I can't make out a whole bunch of things. But as soon as those marks on my forearm start to light up, everything outside turns into normal. Like, so I took Devil's Sight as one of my invocations, and I can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to 120 feet. So as what did kind of dim down is now like brightened up.
And as it brightens up, you see a vision of something you don't know yet. You can't see the clarity in it, standing like back in its hand on a female shoulder in front of it. You can't make the faces out. As soon as it brightens up, it disappears, and you see normally.
Okay. Noted.
Duly noted.
Duly noted.
Okay. So hit dice, Templeton. You got a 13. It's a 30.
Damn, dude, that's fucking good.
What'd you get, Val?
I'm at 21 total hit points now.
Makani, what do you have?
I'm at 24 total.
Templeton, what does that bring you up to? You're on
60.
You're on mute, Devin. He's gonna drop.
Damn, I've been talking forever. I'm at 36.
Good
Damn.
God, man.
Get in front.
36. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the shitty thing is, when he rages, man, he takes half damage from all fucking melee.
That's good.
Then he can take the tough feat after that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Barbarians can get really broken really fast. Okay, so night has fallen. What do you guys want to do? It's probably 8, 9 o'clock at this point. Do you want a montage until like 2?
Yeah, I mean, during that time, Jax wants to be watching the guards again. Just he's taking notes, like 12 o'clock, 4 guards left now, down to these. Like he's just keeping meticulous notes of everything they do. Like if they walk around the building, he's gonna follow them through whatever windows he can to see like if they have like a patrol pattern or anything.
Okay, so with that, you'll get advantage on whatever checks you're going to try and do to get through this. But let the body heist begin. How are you guys going to do this?
Do I notice what do the guards look like now? It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
You get a brief chance at shift change.
When is the next shift change?
Another, from what you've taken, another 4 to 6 hours.
Should we try to distract them, or should we try to distract them, or should we try to do it quietly without anybody knowing? Like, one of us could go out there and try to distract them, and then if they start catching on, be like, ding ding, there's something wrong. Or should we just try to be as quiet as possible? Because it is a little weird that we're renovating our house at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, clearly you've never renovated a house. I've been up working on projects at 3. I mean, there is. We could invite, like, get the cart loaded up and invite them in for a drink.
You want to bring them into our house?
Like after the bodies are out, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could invite them in, and you guys can take the bodies.
That usually goes well.
I will be more friendly, guys. I'll be more friendly.
I'm just throwing out suggestions. We from what I've observed, we should have a slight, very, very, very slight window in about 4 hours when the next change happens. So it'll be like right at daybreak.
Oh, to ride off at daybreak.
Yes. Or dump them in the sewer. Right around the corner.
No, we are not going to dump these bodies here.
Okay.
All right. We need to go like a neighborhood away.
Like to the dock ward. I'm sure there's plenty of bodies floating in the dock, in the bay.
Sitting on the dock of the bay. Sorry. Well, it needs to be within walking distance, and I mean, I don't want to like be walking for half an hour moving these bodies. I mean, we did the best that we can to kind of get them stuffed into a bag so they don't look so.
All right. So
obvious.
So then we wait for the next. We get the cart loaded up.
I think this is what I think we need to go to the field ward. That's where like the lowlives are. I mean, if we go to the north ward, that's where all the bigwigs live. Dumping bodies there that are all chopped up in a bag. It's not going to make sense. We could do it in the field ward. That makes a little more sense. Or we can go. I don't know. Dock ward is very far away.
Get a carriage.
I'll put the bodies in a carriage.
Okay. So, yeah, if that's what we're doing, then let's do it.
Okay, so I did bring up a map for y'all. You could draw your plan out if you would like.
Oh, okay.
We don't draw like, come on, guys. Give somebody a draw.
We will take a dick shape way there.
We are going in the shape of a penis heading north.
Give somebody the ability.
It'll throw them off our trail.
I don't think that we should cross the high road. Let's stay on this side. And
If we do it in a penis, it'll be hard for them to find us. I'm just kidding. And we're done. Slick and professional.
There it is. That is what I'm.
So I mean, it's to me, it seems very simple. Take Tower March to the high road. I mean, Val, you and I would know this. Are there going to be people searching the carts going into the field ward? Would we know that, Jim?
Would there be guards going into the field ward? Yes, there are guards stationed at all of these gates.
Don't do that then.
Just to keep the low lives out.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that. We need to just go find a back alley, like a neighborhood a block or two away.
Terrible.
It was a lilac.
I would say let's go across the high road. We'll go 2 blocks in on the east of the high road, and let's dump it there.
So, this metagaming and our plan, I think you're right. I mean, if we do take dump them in a manhole, in a sewer grate somewhere, then yeah, we just need to get to a further away, inconspicuous spot.
Or this might be even better. We go down the manhole next to our house, but then we take the bodies underground, and then we're not going to be seen.
What?
Yeah, we just travel underground.
I mean,
Jackson, last time we were underground,
we just the goal is to get the bodies into the sewer, right? We're not.
Okay.
That's the goal.
Yes.
So if we're going to go jump in the sewer anyway, why are we carrying the bodies with us instead of just leaving them in the sewer?
Well, because what if somebody peeks down there and they see these dead bodies right next to our house? Along with the dead bodies in the street, along with the dead bodies across the street.
Okay.
That's too many dead bodies in our neighborhood. So what I am saying is we take them down right by the bent nail. We go down, we throw them down there, then we all climb down, and then we take them, and we move east, or whichever way the tunnels take us. I don't care. We travel for 15-20 minutes, then we dump them there somewhere, bury them in the water if we can. I don't care, and then we come back.
We have a very small window before the guards switch.
I'll stay here and distract them if it seems like they are starting to notice something.
Makani, you can ask them if they need some hot cocoa or something, and you
yeah, that's what I'll do.
You can bring it out to them.
Yep, that's what I'll do.
So let's split the difference then. Put them on the cart, drive the cart a couple streets away, open up a manhole, drop the bags in the manhole, come back.
Let's do it.
Do you know if there's like a scrap yard or a dump anywhere nearby?
Do I know that?
No, there's not one nearby.
No, that is. They tend not to dump garbage in the city walls. It mostly goes outside.
I mean, we could take our chances with the guards.
Nope. Sewer. The sewer is our best bet.
Okay. So, we want to find a place 5 streets over that has a manhole cover that seems like it's like a quiet kind of street that we could dump the bodies into.
So I mean, at like each of these intersections, there's manhole covers. They're mainly on the main roads. So the high road has one, Copper Street has one, Shield Street, Soul Street, Mendeavor Street has one. But like when you get into the alleys, not too many back there. You would spend some time searching.
Let's go to Copper Street and just start there. And if nobody is around, we pick that one. If somebody is around, we move over to Shield Street. And so on. We just keep moving until we find one that is, there's nobody there.
Agreed.
Okay. So to do this, Makani, give me a performance check
Come on,
with
Makani.
advantage. So whomever is moving the cart, give me stealth with advantage.
So I have a +7.
So imagine Val in Temple.
I just feel like this is the time my roll is going to be shit.
Mine was 16, just FYI.
So yeah, you keep them entertained long enough.
So you need a stealth check
One will be fine.
All right, with advantage.
for both of my people.
Yeah. Well, one from Valerian is fine.
Because I rolled a 24.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, as you see, Makani kind of draw both guards to the front door. You guys come right out the back. And you make it across the high road very easily. Give me a perception check. Whoever's pushing the cart. Or with the cart. It can be...
Well, I imagine Templeton would be pushing it just because muscle.
Well, it would be whoever's, with the cart part.
I think I would be in front of it, but yeah.
Jax is in the back. You said, what did you say? Perception?
Perception.
13.
6.
Okay. You guys don't see anything. You don't see anybody. Even with your normal vision, Valerian.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
I forgot, I have Devil's Sight.
Yep.
It's like normal up to 120 feet. So we don't see anybody.
You don't see anybody. Streets are very clear. You see passing patrols on the main streets. So when you were walking on the high road, you saw a passing patrol, but smart enough, you let them go before you guys try to cross it. Crossed it, you're fine. You look up and down each street, you look through all the alleys, you don't see anybody.
Do I see a manhole cover? Yes. Okay, this is our time. I will pick up the manhole, the cover, and pull it aside.
Okay.
Templeton, throw them down.
Jax will toss the bags to Templeton.
Okay. And
Quickly.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
1, 2, 3, and then I'll put the cover back on, and then we that's it. Job done. We head back home.
Did you throw all of the debris or just the bags?
No, just the 3 bodies.
Did we?
Or I don't know. What do you think? Do we want to throw it all? I mean, we walk.
It's gonna look suspicious if we. I guess we could say we were looking for a scrap yard.
Yes. And we did not find one.
We couldn't find one.
We'll look again in the morning. Okay. Yeah. So just the bodies.
It is like 6 in the morning right now, isn't it?
Yeah. Sun is starting to break.
Okay. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're on the cart.
Yep, and so you pull back, you still see Makani entertaining, and you make it back in. No issues.
Quick.
And so this is where we're going to end it for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Remember, if you're in chat right now, do ! Giveaway. Click on the link, and you can enter to win the Dungeons & Dragons starter set from Stranger Things. If you're listening in podcast land or YouTube land, it's pinned to our Twitter, which is at DadBodDnd. It's also in our Discord, so if you're interested in joining there. One last shout out to Skull Splitter. We are sponsored by them, so if you are in need of some metal dice, you heard Makani's kind of... If you need more, if you need 20 sets of metal dice, use the promo code DadBod and you'll get 10% off. And yeah, I mean, those are sweet. So just the dice that they have, it does help support the channel. If you guys like what we do, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment. It really helps us out to understand what you guys like, what you don't like. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. If you're in the podcast land, subscribe, leave comments, and rate us. It helps us get noticed and helps other people see we're here. If you're here with us on Twitch, give us a follow and tune in for more content. One last thing is we do not pay to advertise. So if you like what you hear, like what you see, tell your friends, tell somebody about it. Hit us up on Twitter and anything's appreciated.